I don't even know what Mac Jones is supposed to say anymore. What do you want the guy to say?
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's not going to change. It's his personality. You're going to get the same stock answers. They're standard replies. Like, he's running out of them. He's repeating them.
Get up there, get out, be done.
Yeah, it's like, what about Devontae Parker? Well, I think he's a great deep threat for us. It's typical. It's typical responses of guys supporting guys. That's what you do. You're not going to get the honest answer. You're not. By the way, on Jimmy, you're getting inside information here. He took a knee. It was a knee, and it hit the ground, popped a disc, actually, in his back.
Took a knee to the back.
Yeah, that's from.
Was it the play that everyone thinks it happened on?
Somebody close to the Raiders.
That play we watched, he took a knee on that play?
Took a knee, and then hit the ground, and the disc went out.
All right. That's
Hardy, that hurt when the disc goes?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened. The back stuff is weird. It's just, again, it's Jimmy Garoppolo, and you want him to play well. I think we all would like to just see him play well. He just can't stay on the field.
It's crazy. You see the flashes. He looks the part. Everything looks
what was
like the part.
I mean, what was the big hit that he took yesterday? I mean, we still haven't seen it.
Not really.
It's unlucky.
Disc.
You don't even have to call him, you're not to insult him, call him fragile or glass or whatever else. But you could. You wouldn't be wrong.
It was spinal in nature.
Spinal.
Thank you.
Where's the Giardi stuff with Gronkowski when they did that report when Gronk had that disc in his back?
Yeah, he said it was a dick.
A dick.
Well, he misspoke.
In his back.
Thanks for bringing that up.
You said it.
No, you brought it up, and then I finished what you wouldn't say.
Well, you can't say it.
I just did.
I know that I said it after. Once you said I'm saying it. Sure.
Now you're going to celebrate.
Felger does that finger thing.
Don't.
Which thing?
No.
Since you brought it up, why don't you finish what you didn't say?
I can't say it.
Why not? He says it. You say all the time.
I don't feel right saying it.
Just
but
say it.
Then don't say it.
I can't believe they let it go.
Do you want to say it?
Just say it, you coward.
Here,
there it is. There it is. He said it.
I said it, Tyler. Shut up.
I want you to say it again.
No.
No. I'll do that to Tom.
It was dumped.
Of course it was.
I mean, if we could put
Everyone
everyone
what you're doing to
involved.
us, Patriots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blame the Pats. Mac Jones, you put him under the truth serum. Well, it didn't end as badly as it did here last year. What do you want him to say?
Do you miss last year?
Well, it was a little better this time around.
Do you miss last year? No, maybe he does. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I don't think he misses last year. I think he's in a better situation this year.
Just
Believe it
ask
or
the
not.
rudest questions possible of Mac.
Dude, they won 8 games.
Hey, Mac,
last
do you want Matt Patricia and Joe Judge to take over the offense again?
Dude, they won 8 games last year. If they don't have
know.
that melee at the Raiders, they're in the playoffs with that last year. That's how bad it is.
Oh, yeah. Precipitous drop. Mm-hmm. They're not a good football team, in case you were wondering.
Meanwhile, like, Philly gets popped, and they have what? 3 players speaking in accountability and looking in the mirror and taking on a challenge. And, hey, do you want to do this or not? Like, that's what's going on in this league right now. I guess, I don't know. What did you see? Oh, I think it hit my fingertips. Next.
Well, instead, yeah, exactly. You
Next.
get Devontae Parker
Next.
up there next questioning the reporters when they're asking him about what could have been a potential game-saving type of play that was right there in his hands.
Yep.
It was literally within his reach. And he doesn't want to talk about that. Even though he's the 80-20 guy and he's pissed off about anyone bringing up DeAndre Hopkins as a potential signing. He's mad about that. He's the 80-20 guy. He's the guy who got the $14 million guaranteed over the summer. But when he drops the ball, it was on his fingertips all of a sudden. It wasn't squarely in his freaking hands on a great throw by Mac Jones. That's where they are. Daniel's in Burlington. Hi, Daniel.
I just want to say I was wrong, and I'm man enough to admit it. The Patriots will not start 0-8 in the first 8 games, but I'm not nervous to predict they will go 1-16. So if that happens, let's play it out. 1-16. What should happen? Your thoughts?
What should happen at 1-16? I mean, doesn't that answer itself?
Yeah.
What should happen?
Everything's on the table.
Everybody goes.
Everybody goes.
Clear house.
Bye-bye.
1-16. You've got to get everyone out the door, and then you've got to fumigate the whole place. It smells so bad. You bring in a restoration specialist. It's like you just had a fire. Get the smoke smell out of the curtains, please.
How do you do that?
Because this place stinks like losers.
You need crime scene cleanup.
Yes.
I want you to get some Clorox and some tape and some rubber gloves and a bucket and some trash bags.
Yes. I want it to be like that scene in Breaking Bad where you got to get the hydrofluoric acid to melt the bodies. You know what I mean?
God.
But all
That's
these,
what I need.
Rip their teeth out.
I don't think
Rip
that's
their
going to happen.
fingernails off.
I don't think it's going to be that. But there have already been several things this year that I didn't think were even possible that have happened. So you got to at least consider it.
I want Robert Kraft in Walmart testing out the size of the bins.
Yeah.
He's sitting in it.
That's what I want at 1-16.
You got beat by a guy who owns a team that was in the airport last week with his 26-year-old girlfriend playing slot machines.
Yeah.
And his handler goes, "Come on, we got to go. People are filming you.
I want the bottom of the bathtub.
Come on, Tommy boy, let's go home."
To fall through the ceiling on the club level.
Hardy, that video of him at the airport slots just out in front of everybody, or like they frown on anybody in NFL organizations playing anything in casinos. Like, stay away. We know we're in bed with the gambling stuff, but you can't gamble.
I got to defend him a little bit, though. I think he was at a Wheel of Fortune slot. And
I would
those
do
are
that.
Fun.
I love those. The dollar
So
ones.
we do have fun at that one.
The dollar ones. I'll put 100 in there.
Tim is in San Francisco. Tim.
Guys, I took your advice last week, and I kept my tickets, and I did go to Allegiant Stadium yesterday in Vegas. You were right. The stadium is incredible. Even up in Section 421, we actually had great seats for the T.I. concert.
Oh, my God, it was awesome.
But the problem was it was interrupted by an absolutely unwatchable football game. It was miserable
Minor
being there to see that.
Minor inconvenience.
Oh, my God.
Probably one of the.
You know what? This team.
Go ahead.
This team reminds me of like a really good old Russell Crowe movie, Master and Commander, where at one point the whole boat feels like it's cursed.
Yeah.
And they're all blaming it on this one poor officer who thinks he's got leadership stuff, but he just doesn't have it. And the whole boat has turned on him, and he feels it, and he knows it. And the only way that things turn around is he grabs a cannonball and walks himself over the side. It is metaphorical cannonball time for Mac Jones and his team because he doesn't have the stuff.
And then the winds will pick up.
I have a question, though.
The boat will move again.
Who does on this team? Like, Mac Jones is firmly in the camp of, we know he's not good. Who is any good? I actually might have a guy who has been good since making his return. J.C. Jackson looks pretty damn good, stepping right back into the mix here.
He's never really looked bad. Like, even before he left here, like, he went and got paid. You didn't want to pay him.
Yeah, no,
Like, there wasn't a talent issue there.
That thing has worked, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the one personnel move that's worked here lately.
Fine.
But like Mac Jones. Listen, I'm not here to defend Mac Jones. I'm just telling you, there are no really truly valuable building blocks on offense. Not a single one. None. Not even Ramondre Stevenson, who I like and think is really good, but he's a running back. That's not a building block. That's a running back. Short shelf life on this team and in this league. There's nothing there. There are no pieces to build around or build with for the next 3, 4, 5 years. They don't have it.
So you're saying if you're
There's no player on that side of the ball.
So you're saying if you're the head coach next year, you don't want the 2 offensive tackles back?
I honestly, if I were a new head coach with no...
How about Gesicki? Would you have Gesicki?
No. If I had no connection to any of the players on this offense, right? And no history with any of the guys, I wouldn't want any of them. No one. I'd be like, oh, well, yeah, Stevenson can stay, but if he's not, I'll find another running back. I can find another big bruising back. I don't need it to be Ramondre Stevenson. When he's at his best, he's really good, but he's a running back. I'll figure it out. But there is no one on that side of the ball that is worth the price of admission right now, to speak to the caller's point about going to the game. Like, complain about Mac all you want, and he did not have a good day. He had another mediocre Mac day. But when it counted the most, the guy made one of the best throws of his career. And he threw it to a guy who's been sold to us as a real deep threat and a guy who's got great hands and will fight for the football and will really help the downfield passing game. And oh, by the way, we threw him another $14 million guaranteed in the summer months because he may have been upset about us going after DeAndre Hopkins. That guy had the ball in his hands, and he crapped himself yesterday in crunch time.
It hates the press.
And is apparently mad at everybody else about it and took no accountability.
Next.
So, like, what are we talking about with Mac anymore?
What'd
We
you
know. We get it. But if you replace Mac with someone really good tomorrow, does that change anything for these guys?
No.
It doesn't. It doesn't change anything. It's not just about the quarterback. It's about a lot
Yeah, like
of bad players on this team.
a guy like Caleb Williams finds that out Saturday night. Notre Dame had a great scheme. It's something they haven't ran. They prepared for it. They got after his ass. They hit him. They made him uncomfortable. And all of a sudden, he made the guy human. Like, the football's a complicated game, especially on offense.
If Patrick Mahomes puts the ball on Devontae Parker's hands yesterday, does it change the outcome?
No.
No. No, it doesn't. They've got so much to fix. They're going to keep losing games. And 1-7. Here we come. 1-7.